Horror games are a mix of fear, excitement, and fun that make you feel like you're part of the story. Unlike scary movies, these games make you the main character, so every step you take feels more real and intense. Exploring dark places, hearing creepy sounds, and facing terrifying enemies can leave you feeling scared long after the game is over. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 most frightening games that won't let you sleep at night. These games are perfect for anyone who loves a good scare. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting gaming videos. Ready to feel the fear? Let's begin. The creepy second installment of Silent Hill is widely considered one of the greatest horror games of all time. Released in 2001 by Konami, this psychological horror masterpiece follows James Sunderland as he explores the foggy, haunted town of Silent Hill. James receives a mysterious letter from his deceased wife, which draws him into a twisted world filled with terrifying monsters, like the iconic Pyramid Head. The game's oppressive atmosphere, eerie soundtrack, and emotional storytelling make it unforgettable. Silent Hill doesn't just scare you with jump scares, it gets under your skin with themes of guilt, loss, and despair. Even today, its unsettling visuals and deep narrative hold up as a benchmark for the horror genre.
We're all the same.
I'm not like you.
Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Released in 2010 by Frictional Games, redefined horror in gaming. Set in a dark and mysterious castle, players take on the role of Daniel, a man who wakes up with no memory of who he is or how he got there. Armed with nothing but a lantern and his cleverness, you must navigate through terrifying corridors while avoiding unspeakable creatures. What makes this game truly horrifying is its sanity mechanic. Stay in the dark too long, and Daniel's mental state deteriorates, causing hallucinations and making it harder to survive. Without weapons to fight back, the sense of helplessness keeps your heart racing. Amnesia's atmosphere and immersive storytelling continue to haunt players years after they've put the controller down. Outlast, developed by Red Barrels and released in 2013, is a first-person survival horror game that pushes players to their limits. You play as investigative journalist Miles Upshur, who ventures into Mount Massive Asylum to uncover a chilling mystery. However, once inside, you realize the asylum is overrun by deranged patients and deadly experiments gone wrong. Armed only with a night vision camera, you must navigate the asylum's dark hallways while hiding from relentless enemies. The game's intense chase sequences and graphic imagery keep you constantly on edge. Its immersive sound design, including the eerie hum of fluorescent lights and distant screams, adds to the terrifying atmosphere. Outlast is a pure adrenaline rush that guarantees sleepless nights. Fatal Frame 2: Crimson Butterfly, released in 2003 by Tecmo, is a haunting masterpiece that stands out in the horror genre. The story follows twin sisters Mio and Mayu as they explore a cursed village filled with restless spirits. Armed only with a mystical camera, the sisters must capture photos of ghosts to defeat them. The game's use of a camera as a weapon is both unique and terrifying. You're forced to get dangerously close to your ghostly enemies, making each encounter nerve-wracking. The eerie atmosphere, combined with a heartbreaking story about sacrifice and loss, lingers long after you've finished playing. Fatal Frame 2 is a spine-chilling experience that delivers fear in a deeply emotional way. Resident Evil 7: Biohazard, released in 2017 by Capcom, marked a bold return to the series' survival horror roots. Played from a first-person perspective, the game introduces Ethan Winters, a man searching for his missing wife in a decaying plantation owned by the grotesque Baker family. The game's realistic visuals, creepy sound design, and claustrophobic environments create an immersive experience. From the unsettling creaks of the old house to the chilling voice of Jack Baker hunting you down, the tension never lets up. For those daring enough, the VR mode amplifies the horror to terrifying new heights. Resident Evil 7 successfully reinvented the franchise, reminding players why the series remains a horror gaming icon.
You gotta get out of that house.
PT, also known as Playable Teaser, was released in 2014 by Kojima Productions as a preview for the now-cancelled Silent Hills. Despite being a teaser, it became one of the most iconic horror experiences in gaming. The game traps players in a looping hallway, where each cycle becomes more disturbing and surreal. With photorealistic visuals, cryptic puzzles, and subtle but terrifying details, PT creates an atmosphere of constant dread. The unsettling presence of Lisa, a ghostly figure who stalks you, is enough to make even seasoned horror fans jump. PT's ability to blend psychological horror with jump scares made it a cult classic, leaving fans devastated when the full game was cancelled. Dead Space, developed by Visceral Games and released in 2008, is a sci-fi horror masterpiece that combines survival horror with intense action. You play as Isaac Clarke, an engineer sent to repair a mining ship, the USG Ishimura, only to discover it's infested with alien creatures called Necromorphs. The game's dismemberment combat system adds a unique twist, requiring players to strategically sever enemies' limbs to defeat them. The claustrophobic spaceship, combined with creepy sound design, creates a chilling atmosphere. From the faint whispers in the air to sudden necromorph attacks, Dead Space keeps players on edge. Its terrifying visuals and gripping story have cemented it as one of the most frightening horror games ever made. Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, released in 2002 by Silicon Knights, is a horror game that goes beyond traditional scares. Set across multiple historical periods, the game follows Alexandra Roivas as she uncovers a sinister family secret. Players control various characters throughout history, each connected to a dark, ancient power. The game's standout feature is its sanity mechanic. As characters experience supernatural events, their sanity levels drop, leading to unsettling effects like distorted visuals, eerie sounds, and even fake game glitches. These unique elements make players feel as though they're losing their grip on reality alongside the characters. Eternal Darkness is a brilliantly crafted horror experience that messes with your mind in unforgettable ways.
The Guardians grow restless. Their time once again near.
Alien Isolation, released in 2014 by Creative Assembly, is a masterclass in survival horror. Set in the universe of the iconic Alien franchise, you play as Amanda Ripley, daughter of Ellen Ripley, as she investigates her mother's disappearance. Trapped aboard the Sevastopol space station, Amanda faces a terrifying xenomorph that relentlessly hunts her. What sets Alien Isolation apart is its advanced AI system. The xenomorph learns your strategies, ensuring no two encounters are the same. The game's creepy sound design and realistic visuals heighten the tension as you crawl through vents and hide in lockers, holding your breath as the alien stalks nearby. Alien Isolation is a nerve-wracking experience that perfectly captures the fear of being hunted. Layers of Fear is a psychological horror game that plays with your mind. You step into the shoes of a troubled artist, trapped in a constantly changing mansion filled with disturbing paintings and dark secrets. The game focuses on exploration and storytelling rather than combat. As you move through the house, reality shifts around you. Doors disappear, rooms change, and terrifying visions appear. The game never relies on cheap jump scares. Instead, it builds fear through its haunting atmosphere and eerie visuals. Each playthrough can be different, depending on your choices. Layers of Fear proves that the scariest things are not monsters, but the human mind itself. These games aren't just about cheap jump scares. They create unforgettable experiences that stay with you long after you've put down the controller. From the psychological horrors of Silent Hill to the relentless fear of alien isolation, each title on this list has redefined what it means to feel scared while gaming. Whether you're exploring haunted towns or escaping monstrous creatures, these games guarantee sleepless nights. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.